in November and December of last year, they kind of went down a little bit in some areas, but it wasn't a lot, and that's normal. Why? Because it's the holiday season. Nobody wants to freaking sell during the holidays when they have family coming over. Nobody wants to take pictures of their home when they have Christmas decorations everywhere. It's just normal, right? Real estate is a sine curve in terms of the speed of the sale. So that's normal behavior that happens during the end of the year. So let's go back to this graph. Remember, take it with a grain of salt because it is a forecast. I don't need any trolls on here telling me that I'm wrong, telling me that the graph is wrong. Listen, it's a freaking forecast. Make your own assumption of it. Let's live out the year and see what happens. But anyway, let's look. So forecast 2022 to 2023, they're saying that the number is going to be 0.2% month over month, which is vastly lower than the 1.4% of last year, but that's what they're saying. They're also saying that year over year, in other words, from January of this year to January of next year, it's gonna increase about 3.8%. Now, again, another number that's vastly lower than the 19.1%. A lot of that, that forecast, right? Take it with a grain of salt, has a lot to do with the global situation at the moment, the Ukraine-Russia stuff that's going on, the value of the dollar, the inflation in the US, a whole bunch of other things, right? But take it with a grain of salt. I say that because, again, remember, they thought it was going to crash last year and the year before that, and it did nothing but prosper. So if you're thinking about selling a house, buying a house, familiarize yourself with this. Make sure you stay on top of the trends. Make sure you talk to a real estate broker like myself, who's boots on the ground. I do this full time. This is all I do. Boots on the ground, knows what's going on, can research the pricing the right way, not give you some automated number that some random website gives you, because that's not the way to estimate values of real estate. Real estate is very local, which is why I tell you to take this number with a grain of salt, because this is a national number. Just because, let's just say in theory, I don't know, North Dakota, Tennessee, wherever, right, goes up 3.8% this year, doesn't mean that if you're sitting in Orlando, in the Lake Nona area of Orlando, for example, or the Windermere's or some certain parts of St. Cloud, doesn't mean that you're going to go up at 3.8%. You may go up 10%, 15%. We don't know, because you and I both know if you live in those areas or you're familiar with those areas, demand in that area is just crazy. I live in that area. I live in the St. Cloud area, but like 3 minutes or 3 miles away from Lake Nona. And I can tell you that it's bonkers, right? So